Have you ever noticed you keep using the same word in English again and again? Like when you suddenly realize you've said good or nice 5 times in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Or you finish a whole workday and realize everything was either fine or busy. It gets repetitive fast.
That's right. You know what you want to say. Your grammar is fine, but your vocabulary just feels a bit limited.
Yeah.
If that sounds like you, welcome to episode 9. You're in exactly the right place.
Now, before we carry on, if you're at B1 level, give yourself some credit. That's a strong foundation. You already have the grammar and the basic vocabulary you need to communicate.
True. You can communicate clearly, people understand you, and honestly, that already puts you ahead. You just need a little more polishing.
So if B1 is already working, what actually changes at B2?
Great question. Because moving to advanced level isn't about learning thousands of new words, and it's definitely not about using more complicated grammar. It's about precision.
Precision. I like that. It's not about using more words, it's about choosing better words.
Yes. Instead of using broad words like happy, good, or bad, you start choosing the exact word that matches what you really mean.
Nice. If you'd like, grab a notebook or just relax and listen along. Today, we're keeping it simple. We've chosen 5 powerful word swaps that will make your English sound more natural, more specific, and more fluent.
All right, let's jump straight into swap number 1. A swap, by the way, is when you change one thing for another. We'll be changing a B1 word or phrase for a B2 word, and we call it a swap. Zara, when people want to say they're super tired, what word do they almost always add? I'll give you a clue. It's an adverb.
It must be very. And sometimes we put so in front of it too. I'm so tired today. Actually, I said that this morning when I got to work.
Yep, it's such an easy go-to word.
For a lot of speakers, adding very is their default setting.
But if you want to sound more natural, you can switch the whole word to show exactly how you're tired. For mental fatigue, like after hours of deep focus or solving problems, we say drained.
Like your phone battery is sitting at 0%.
Right. You might hear someone say, after 4 hours of back-to-back meetings, I was completely drained. Can you feel how much better that sounds than just saying, I was very tired?
Definitely. It sounds much better. And what if your body is totally done, like after a 2-hour workout?
Then you go with exhausted or wiped out. So someone might say, we walked across the whole city today. So by evening, we were exhausted. It gives the listener a clear picture right away.
That does sound much better. Now, what about positive feelings? Happy is another word that gets used way too much.
It really does. Saying, I'm happy with the team's work is fine, but in a meeting or a real conversation, it can sound a bit flat, almost like you don't really care that much.
So how do we fix that without sounding fake?
You can swap happy about for thrilled with or delighted by. Listen to how different this sounds. We are thrilled with the results of this project.
Oh, I love that. It shows real excitement and energy. It just sounds confident.
Right. Thrilled shows high energy and genuine enthusiasm, while delighted sounds warm and polished. Both of them stop you from falling back on very happy all the time.
Let's compare the 2 levels side by side so everyone can hear the shift.
Here's the learner version. I was very happy about the promotion, but I was so tired after the meeting.
But at a higher level, you could say, I was absolutely thrilled about the promotion, though I was quite drained after the meeting.
Listen to that difference. That shift makes your message sound clearer, calmer, and much more confident.
Try using those two in your next conversation. You'll feel the difference immediately.
All right, moving right along to swap number 3. We've got energy and emotions covered. Now let's talk about sharing your opinion in a conversation.
There's a word I hear constantly, Theo. What's the word pair everyone uses when they want to share a thought?
I think. Every single sentence starts with, I think this, I think that. Here are the ones we hear all the time. I think it's a good idea. I think he doesn't understand. I think it's important. I think she is right.
Guilty of this one too. And look, I think is perfectly fine. But in a meeting or a real discussion, saying it 5 times in 5 minutes can make you sound a little unsure.
It really does. It weakens your message. Let's swap I think for phrases that sound clearer and more precise.
So then, what's our go-to option if we want to sound professional?
Your best option for work or formal settings is from my perspective.
Oh, from my perspective. Ooh, that sounds smooth. It sounds like you've considered the idea carefully and you're sharing your opinion with confidence.
Exactly. It shows you're sharing a thoughtful opinion. For instance, from my perspective, we need more time to finish this project.
Love that.
And here's a bonus one for work. From where I stand. It's natural, professional, and works perfectly in English. For example, from where I stand, the team is doing well this quarter.
Nice. Now, what if we're just hanging out, getting coffee, or chatting with colleagues casually? What sounds less formal?
Then you use as I see it. It flows naturally in casual conversation. You can say, as I see it, we have 2 really good choices here.
That sounds really natural. And if you want something short and direct?
In my view, works brilliantly anywhere. It's quick, confident, and clean. For example, in my view, this hotel looks pretty good.
Let's put them side by side so everyone can hear the upgrade in action.
I think the design is good, but I think we should change the deadline.
Clear, but a bit repetitive.
Now listen to the B2 shift.
From my perspective, the design looks great, but we might need to adjust the deadline.
Wow, what a difference. You sound calm, articulate, and completely in control of the conversation. It changes how people listen to you instantly.
Now for SWOT number 4. We're moving into action words, things you say every day at work or when collaborating with people.
Oh, I can already guess this one. Is it the word help?
You nailed it. Everyone says, "Can you help me?" or "I helped my colleague." And again, it's a perfectly fine word, but when you're at a B2 level, you want more options, depending on who you're talking to.
Right. What if we're writing an email to a boss or a client? What's the professional upgrade for help?
In formal contexts, switch help to assist. For example, I'd be happy to assist you with that report. It sounds professional and polite.
And what about teammates or friends? Assist might sound a little too formal for casual conversations, right?
That's right. For casual or spoken English, use the expression give someone a hand. You can say, "Hey, can you give me a hand with this for 5 minutes?" It sounds natural and friendly.
That makes perfect sense. I love give someone a hand. So assist for the boss and give a hand for the team. But then, Theo, what about if you're trying to fix something that went wrong?
That brings us perfectly to swap number 5, which is all about how we talk about those sticky situations. At a B1 level, whenever something goes wrong, learners often say, "We need to fix this problem."
Fix a problem definitely sounds a bit like you're fixing a broken car with a hammer.
Precisely. Fix works well for physical objects, but for situations, business, or technical challenges, you usually want to say resolve an issue.
Ah, resolve an issue. That sounds clean and solution-focused.
It really does. Instead of saying, we fixed the problem quickly, you can say, we resolved the issue quickly. And if you want a natural phrase for everyday conversation, you can say, sort it out. For example, don't worry, we'll sort it out today. Or, I'm sure we can sort it out quickly.
Now, let's put swaps 4 and 5 together and show you what it looks like in a real workplace sentence.
An intermediate learner might say, can you help me fix this problem with the client?
But a more advanced learner will say, could you give me a hand resolving this issue with the client?
Look at how much natural confidence that single sentence has. You sound capable, fluent, and ready for professional conversations.
Absolutely. And once you start using these swaps, your English really does feel more natural.
All right, and there you have it. 5 simple, high-impact word swaps to help you move from B1 towards B2 English. These are words you can change and start using immediately.
Yep. Listening to them is a great start, but these words really become yours when you use them. The best way to begin is to write them down, create sentences you actually use at work or every day, and then start speaking them.
That's the key. Knowledge becomes a skill when you put it into practice. So here is your 3-word upgrade challenge for today.
Choose 3 words from today's episode. Maybe drained instead of very tired. And from my perspective instead of I think. And write your own sentences. You're welcome to also type them in the comments below.
We'll be checking your sentences and giving you feedback. And remember, replying to other learners is also a great way to practice and build your confidence.
Before you go, if you found today's episode helpful, please like this video, subscribe to English Shift, and share it with someone who is also improving their English.
It really helps our channel grow.
Now, Theo, what are we looking at in episode 10?
Episode 10 is all about asking for more time at work without sounding lazy. At a B1 level, when a boss or client asks, can you finish this today? Learners often panic and say a timid yes or a blunt no, which can sound unprofessional.
Oh, wow! That sounds incredibly useful. Make sure you don't miss that episode, everyone.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep practicing those B2 upgrades, and we'll see you in episode 10.
Take care, keep practicing, and bye, everyone!